Haters gonna hate, but this is just too cool to hate. And anyone who thinks otherwise probably didn't get enough love from their dad growing up. But the Viridian Laser for the Heritage Barkeep. It's a very simple laser. And I say for the Barkeep, however, I'm pretty sure this fits pretty much all models. You know, you have the Barkeep and you have the Rough Rider, which are basically the main two models of revolvers that Heritage has. This Barkeep actually came with this grip right here, and I believe that grip is the same style that comes with the Rough Riders, but I went for the bird's head grip for this one because, you know, it just looks so cool. And actually, speaking of aesthetics, I think that the laser makes it just look so much cooler. It almost looks like a movie prop from like a futuristic sci-fi movie. But these revolvers all basically have the same trigger guard, which is where you mount the laser to. It does work on these revolvers, however. Let's see if it works on the Rancher. So let me go and bring this in. Just kidding. It doesn't work on the Rancher, but it would if you did a little bit of customizing. So I did try fitting it on here. The trigger guard for the Rancher is slightly thicker, so you'd probably have to mill out just a little bit of the laser to get it to fit on, and then you got to cut. Either you got to cut this metal piece out, or you got to cut part of the mount for the laser so that it fits over this little thing that hangs out. By the way, this is the cheaper version of the Rancher, and I was going to get the one with the buckhorn sights and the sling because I thought that would be super cool. And then I thought, hey, what if I stuck a scope on this? So I went with the cheaper version. So if I screwed it up while I was drilling tapping for the rail sections, then it wouldn't be out too much money. But it seemed to work out pretty good. I just wanted to try this out at longer ranges, something like 100 to 200 yards. So that'll be coming in some later videos, so stay tuned. But speaking of accuracy, the laser on this tiny little Barkeep makes this thing ridiculously accurate, especially for what it is. In the intro, I was shooting steel, and the first two shots doubled up right in the center of the target. Granted, it was only at about 10 yards, but still pretty impressive for this cheap little guy. The laser is probably only effective out to about 15, maybe 20 yards in daylight, but right here on the box that it comes in, you can see it says up to a mile. Yeah, okay. I don't think anybody's going to be shooting their Rough Riders or Barkeeps, out to a mile. But for what it's worth, the laser is plenty bright for, plinking around at a average distance, again, something like 10 to 15 yards. And then the price on this laser right here, it was decently priced for what it is. I mean, these Viridians usually go for about $100. And right now, actually, on Heritage's website, you can find them for $75, which is a pretty good price for what it is, even though it's about the same price as the gun itself. So really quickly, let's just go ahead and go over some simple functions. It's very simple. You've got one button on both sides, and the button turns it on, turns it off, and that is it. Whenever you put the laser on, you'll see that this button is actually just one piece that goes straight through. So you can't like double press it or, from both sides, or if you do some sort of like a double tap on it, it just turns it on and off. There is no strobe function, and there's no brightness settings or anything. It's just a simple one click on, one click off. and that's about it. But you don't really need, all the elaborate features for something like this. This is really just kind of a fun thing to play around with. And speaking of the applications, that I actually do use this for, I, believe it or not, am using this for conceal and carry, and this is just a really cheap holster I got for it, and it fits really nicely with the laser in this holster, just like that. So you can carry this in your waist and not really have to worry too much about it falling out. See, I'm not even holding the gun, and it stays in really nicely. So I just wanted to do a quick little video on this because I haven't really seen a lot of videos on these Viridian lasers for the Heritage model of Revolvers, but I think it's a pretty cool little thing. A lot of people are gonna just wonder what the heck is the point to this. I'll tell you, there is no point. The point is, if you think it's cool, just get it. I mean, why not? And I think it's pretty cool. I hope you do too. And I guess that's about it. So thanks for watching.